everyone! Welcome back to my channel at JnR Minds TV. So ayan, nag-promise pa ako last time that I will vlog about the life of Dwayne Johnson. So ang magiging speaker po natin for today is Dwayne Johnson, or kilalang kilala po siya sa tawag na The Rock. Okay, so isa siya sa mga famous actor and action star, hindi lang dito sa Pilipinas, kundi pati sa ibang bansa. Okay, so ano kaya yung mga pinagdaanan ni Dwayne Johnson before he became one of the famous action star all over the world? So, pakinggan po natin yung mga advice niya para sa pag-abot ng pangarap. Panoorin po natin to.
Start strong, finish strong. Wolf is always scratching. Let's roll. Up at 3:45 a.m., cardio by 4:45 a.m., hitting the iron by 6:15 a.m., in my pickup truck by 7:15 a.m., heading to work, ready to get after it, ready to shoot. There's no substitute for hard work. I'm gonna make something out of myself, and it's gonna be so good, it's bad. Instead of telling you what I think you should be doing, or how you could be better, or I thought, well, let me just speak from the heart, speak from my gut, and really not have anything prepared, but just tell you what's worked for me. And maybe some of the stuff that's worked for me might work for you now, currently, presently, as you guys have your goals and ambitions, but then further on down the line, as you guys continue to live your life. This idea and this notion that you could be anything you want, and you can accomplish anything you want, right? We hear that. You've heard that from the time you were little boys. You hear that now. You're already incredibly accomplished. You guys know that. The thing that has worked for me is to remember the hard times. So before a big movie comes out, before, back in the days when I was wrestling with WWE, a WrestleMania match, anything big that would happen, I would always take a moment and I'd just remind myself, all right, I was evicted when I was 14. We were kicked off the island. We couldn't live in Hawaii. Had no place to live. A lot of shit happened then when I moved to Nashville. I was arrested multiple times by the time I was 16 years old. I would remember that, and it allows me then to be present in the moment and understand, holy shit, the stuff I have around me right now, this is the shit that I dreamed of when I was a kid. I am here. I played for University of Miami, played for great teams, and I had to send that shit home to my wife at that time. Had no money. So I remember that. When I got cut from Canada, my dad in his pickup truck came down 4 o'clock in the morning, picked me up in Miami from Tampa. We lived in a little apartment in Tampa. He drove down in his little pickup truck to Miami to get me when I was cut from the CFL. And I thought, well, I leave home like you guys left home. I'm ready to tackle the world, to get after it, achieve my dreams and goals. Crushed by 22, 23 years old. Now I got to move back in with my mom and dad. I played on great teams though. Wait a second, this is not supposed to be my future. I'm supposed to be in the NFL right now. I'm supposed to be making a lot of coin and buying my parents, buying me, taking care of my wife, but it never happened. So I pulled out my wallet. I thought, well, let me see how much money I have. I opened it up. I had a 5, a 1, and change. Well, at least I rounded up to $7. But I thought, God, ain't this a bitch? I got $7 in my pocket. Where the f do I go now? What do I do? I can't go back to CFL. The point comes where you hear that voice, the big run's over. Like, you're done, right? So I heard that voice. So as Coach was saying, man, I hold on to that. I'm telling you, I keep, my back is up against this mother. We laugh, we joke, we have a good time, but my back is still up against this mother. I do not forget it. What this also helps me do, and again, it works for me, is at some point, you gotta be tired of not being number one. You have to be, and you gotta play angry, and I play angry. Now, I'm cool and calm with my approach. And when I step out on my field, which is a set, or, you know, like, there's some, and you're always gonna have haters, and haters are like, well, God damn, man, how many movies are you gonna make, or how much shit are you gonna do? Like, you do a lot of shit. I say, yes, because my ambition, of course, why not? I could do it, yeah. My last match in WWE, I'll share this with you guys too, is that, again, because there's a little bit of takeaway here from all this, is I wrestled John Cena, and I went in, I think it was 2013, I went in WWE champion, and we went in MetLife Stadium. We We had a record-breaking attendance, which was amazing that night. We accomplished our goal. So I wrestled with John Cena. We had 45 minutes planned for the match. It's nonstop, go, right? So your conditioning is tested. And at that time, I wasn't full-time in WWE. I was just doing these spot matches where I was still shooting G.I. Joe, I think, or Pain and Gain at that time. It was Fast and Furious 6 in London. Had to travel in the ring, get all my ring work in, travel back to shoot Fast and Furious, then back, WWE Raw, doing those shows, the big build up to WrestleMania against John. We get to MetLife Stadium, it's a big night, this is it, it's game night, right? It's championship night for me. 45-minute match planned out. There's no cut, there's no, all right, well, let's pick it back up tomorrow, you know, it's go time, it's just like you guys in a game. At the 15-minute mark, bang! I feel something pop. I'm like, boom! What the I'm laying there, and both of us are out. I said, oh, fuck, something's going on. And I stick my hand, now there's 85,000 people, right? And we're just laid out like this. I kind of roll over, I stick my hand down in my trunk just to see, I want to make sure that there was no bone sticking out. So if there's no bone sticking out, what the something just happened. Referee comes over and he's like, Rock, you all right? And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm all right. I said, I get up, I go to step, and I can't step. I can't do this. Either say I'm done, or this whatever the is going on, it's temporary, and it may fuck me up at some point down the road. But I'm not gonna let this opportunity go by without giving it my all. So I could tell the ref says, are you okay? And I have one moment. In this moment, it was a defining moment. I could either tell him, no, I'm done. He gives the signal, match is over. Or, let's keep going. We have this decision. And I said, no, let's keep going. I said, how much time is left? He's like, 32 minutes. I'm like, okay. Rest of the whole match, couldn't move, doing everything like this. I'm getting scared because I'm thinking, man, well, what happens if I pinch something or something like, you know, I don't know, your mind starts fucking with you in the moment. There's 85,000 people, your adrenaline's rushing. Thinking, man, what happens if I'm gonna lose my leg or some shit like this, if I've just done something to my artery? Final move of the match is his big finishing move. And I remember I'm getting up and I'm turning like this because I have to fall into him. He's gonna hit me with his big finisher. I remember turning into John and he says, and I remember thinking to myself, God, please don't let this be too bad. Just take care of me. Take care of me. Bang! I feel boom! As you guys know, there's nothing you can't accomplish. You're gonna go on, you're gonna become world champions. The key for me, what I think one of the keys is, remember where you came from, keep that in the front of your mind, and when shit goes bad and it goes sideways, a lot of shit does, you're getting booed out of the building, or you're coming through this injury, or people are writing you off, oh, you guys ain't make it, you know, any of that. You gotta keep it in here. And it really has to, it should drive you. It should. It works for me. It should drive you. You got all the talent in the world. It's all here. Really, the two things I want to say are, you gotta be the hardest workers in the room. And don't f the opportunity up.
Okay, so sana may natutunan po kayo dito sa video na to. At sana, gawin nyo pong inspiration or motivation tong video na to para maabot po ninyo yung mga pangarap ninyo. Sana makatulong po ito na ma-motivate kayo para i-reach out pa po yung goals ninyo in life. So may sinabi po si Dwayne Johnson, and that message catches my attention, kaya ako siya binigyang pansin na gawing vlog. So ayun, ang sinabi po niya is, there is no substitute for hard work. I'm gonna make something out of myself and it's so good, it's bang. Ibig sabihin, na-foresee niya yung, na-imagine niya yung sarili niya in the future, kaya niya ginawa yung pagsisikap na yon. At dahil sa pagsisikap na yon, narating niya at ayan na siya ngayon. Sobrang successful niya na sa buhay. So, hindi naging hadlang yung mga napagdaanan niyang obstacles in life. Alam ko na this pandemic is really an obstacle for you to reach your goals or your dreams in life. Pero sana hanapin po natin yung tamang path or yung tamang likuan. Lahat ng opportunity kailangan nating pasukin kung gustong-gusto mong ma-reach yung dreams mo, kung gustong-gusto mong mapalapit doon sa buhay na pinapangarap mo. So, tanggap lang po tayo ng tanggap ng opportunity. That's a good way for us to be happy and for us to reach out for our dreams. Mapalapit tayo doon sa pangarap nating buhay. Ayan, kung sa tingin ninyo naging kapaki-pakinabang ang video na to, huwag kalimutang mag-like, comment, and subscribe. At i-ring din po ang bell para ma-notify kita sa lahat ng videos na i-upload ko about motivation, about inspirational speech, about gaming, about Korean dramas. So sana bigyan maging daan po ito para ma-reach po ninyo yung goals ninyo sa buhay. Sana nakatulong po ang video ko sa inyo para hanapin po ang tamang path ngayong pandemic para mapalapit po sa buhay na pinapangarap nyo. So, ayan, patuloy lang po sana ninyong suportahan ng aking mga videos. So, hanggang dito na lang po. Goodbye!
Alright.